you know I had to talk about this trailer. I have to talk about the follow-up trailer to, what is it, statistically the most hated trailer on YouTube. That's what the first Ghostbusters trailer is. This actually isn't the second trailer, though it's listed as the second trailer. There was actually the trailer everyone hated, then they tweaked and revamped that trailer a bit, and then re-released it as the first trailer, but it's like, oh, here's our actual vision for the first trailer, please don't hate us. And now you have this trailer, which is the second trailer. Which is ultimately, it's funny, it's just more of what we already knew. I'll give the trailer props for that. Ultimately, all we know for certain is that these four people come together and they bust ghosts. And there are a lot of references in this trailer to the last movie. They meet with the mayor and they're like, we don't want mass hysteria. Throwback to the first movie. Then you see this big thing that looks like Stay Puft crashing through the city, although it doesn't actually look like Stay Puft. It actually looks like the Ghostbusters logo. So instead of Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, there's a big Ghostbusters logo, I think. Point is, it's a big white puff that's crushing the city. Hey, benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're like, we don't want to ruin the movie with their twists and turns in this movie. We'll show you vagaries throughout the trailer, which is more or less what I always ask trailers to do, so hey, props. And this trailer having a lot of throwbacks to the original, there's that part of your brain that's like, all right, it's kind of unoriginal to do that. Why wouldn't I just watch my Ghostbusters movie that I already have? But yes, The Force Awakens did do that. You gotta address that shit. Force Awakens had a lot of plot points in it that were in the original Star Wars movie. And although I still say The Force Awakens was great, it is a glaring thing. You do have to address that. If you say it's not there, you're just blind. But The Force Awakens did something that this Ghostbusters trailer campaign is not doing, and that is they saved it for the movie. If the trailers for The Force Awakens showed that they had echoing plot points from the first Star Wars movie, people would have backed up and be like, hey, what? Why? Deja vu. Why are you doing that? That's stupid. So you gotta snare people with intrigue, and then when they're in the theater, kind of drop the ball that they're gonna see some similarities. But hopefully the movie's good enough to where they just kind of look past it as they're going through it. They're like, well, you know, well, that's cool though. It's almost like I feel bad for this Ghostbusters movie at this point because it's kind of dead on arrival. A valuable lesson to learn before you start making movies and cutting together trailers or even meeting human beings is that there's no second first impression. The first impression for this movie was the first trailer. Everyone hated it. Now everyone's gonna hate Ghostbusters, period. The new Ghostbusters, that is. And the weird thing is, I've seen this weird ass stigma out there where it's like, well, if you hate this Ghostbusters trailer or the movie coming out, you've gotta be a sexist. No, it's not a sex thing. The first trailer just didn't look that good. Granted, this trailer looks better than the first one, but you can't help but have that impression that that first trailer left in your head while you watch this trailer. In the end, they're still remaking Ghostbusters. Can you imagine what would happen if they remade Rocky 1 or Star Wars? At least Rocky, they had the good grace to be like, oh yeah, Creed, it's a continuation. It's kind of a reboot, but it's still in the same chronological storyline. Funny thing is when Leslie Jones looks like she tries to mosh pit and no one grabs her and she smacks the ground. She's like, all right, I don't know if that was a race thing or a lady thing, but I'm mad as hell. Lady thing? I don't think so. Race thing? You tell me, movie. You're the one who has a black chick working a Subway. I mean, all right, I usually don't throw out the race card. I really don't. But it is interesting. You're remaking Ghostbusters, and so you make them all women because, yeah, progressive times in 2016. But let's not give the black chick a PhD. Let's not go nuts here. Yeah, put her in the Subway. She's fine. How do you think the conversation for that went down? Was it all like, all right, sir, we're remaking Ghostbusters. What do you think? Fantastic idea, Smith, and we'll make them all women in 2016. This is a very progressive time, you know. It'll track well with the audience out there. No. And speaking of progressive, this is a great opportunity to have the black person have a degree, not just be the street smart one. I think we can make them a scientist this time. You almost had me there, Mr. Smith. That was a very good one. Oh, you are funny. You are funny. Yes. Yeah, just joking. If I'm assessing the characters, like I said, she looks like she has the don't give a shit attitude. She's the one who's like, oh, you're so smart. And she winks and smiles like, yeah, I know. Why not have her be the street smart one with the attitude? I'm just saying, if you want to make a progressive Ghostbusters, don't stop at the sex change. I mean, they're obviously not above changing it up. They're trying to make Chris Hemsworth look like a dork in this movie. The dude is Thor. Guys, in the end, this new Ghostbusters trailer was a lot better than the first trailer we got, but no one's gonna really give it a shot now. There's no second first impression. But I do genuinely think, when I reflect, like when I think about an alternate reality or something where they remade Ghostbusters with an all-male cast, I think it would be getting comparable hate. It's just the fact that they're remaking Ghostbusters and it doesn't really look that great. Not mind-blowingly great, but hey, like I said, the trailers are really vague. They're just showing us echoes of the first movie. Maybe they're keeping it a secret. I might walk out of this movie being like, like, holy shit, that was so good, I need to talk about it right now. We won't know until we see it, but I want to hear what you have to say about it. So the new Ghostbusters trailer, or what is it now? Ghostbusters Answer the Call? I guess it has a subtitle now, but not really. Whatever. Whatever you think about this trailer, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.